Shining a bright red as always is I Red Lesser. Welcome back to Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. It's actually been a little while since we played last. So, I figured I'd give the, main story mode another play. Why? I just felt like it. I don't know. It's been a little while since I've done Spookies, and honestly, I'm just in a mood for some regular spooky fun, so let's go.
Hello, I am Spooky.
Oh. Hey, I keep forgetting that you got a new 3D model.
And this is my home. Can you, humble player, make it through 1,000 rooms? Can you find what lies at the end? Or is there even an end? I don't really know. Anyway, just go.
And there she goes. And off we are. First room, let's go. Alright guys, we beat room number 1. This is gonna be a piece of cake. How many more did she say? Like 12? We should be good. Uh-oh, this one's locked. I'm guessing it's this door then? I'm flying through rooms already. Can't beat me in this game. I'm the ultimate Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion player. Copyright. Why'd I say copyright? Because I'm so good that no one else is allowed to have the title. No one. I am the champion of Spooky's Jump Scare Nightmare. My endless mode can't even come close to my record of 24. I actually can't remember what my record in endless mode is. What was it? Was it like 700 or was it 800? No, wait, it was like 900 something. I remember I was getting really, really close to 1,000, but I missed it just by a little bit. And I think it was because one of the... I forgot about those. I think it was because some bullcrap specimen. At first this place just seemed cute, but I've been here for days now. I'm feeling quite parched now. I keep getting this feeling that I'm being watched by something. This is not romantic at all. Right, the guy who's obsessed with calling everything romantic or not. I wonder what that's supposed to be a trope of. Because, I can't think of a movie or character off the top of my head that insists on giving everything the quality of either romantic or not romantic. Though I guess they can't be that on the nose about it. Gotta be a little more subtle about their references. And I was thinking of editing this down, but you know what? I already got so much other work that I need to be doing, so this is just gonna be a raw footage video. No cuts. Director's version. 100% legit gameplay. No editing. Well, maybe I'll get a thumbnail. But that's all the more I'm gonna use my editing software for. Just to get a thumbnail. Because, don't know if I mentioned this yet, but I found out you can actually get thumbnails, or you can make your own thumbnail by using my, shortcut. You can grab a specific frame of the video, and you can use that. Instead of whatever the YouTube automatic generated thumbnails are, which I used for the longest time. The problem is they started repeating. Because all they ever seem to go for are the cardboard cutout jump scares. Like this guy. But, after a while, it's like, okay, I got like 3 thumbnails that are all this one piece of toast. Can't really use any of them. I mean, I've already used them so many times. At this point, they're going to become indistinguishable. Then again, I have so many Spooky's jump scare videos just from the endless mode and the game mode and the DLCs. You can definitely say I've really beaten the dead horse to mush at this point. Sorry for the gruesome imagery, but you know what I mean. Like, I've done so many this game that it's just like, I should probably be playing something else, but you know, I like Spookies. It's simple, it's easy to play, it's got some spooky qualities. It's a nice game. I know something is following me, but I feel like I'm prancing through the same rooms over and over. Hopefully leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I'm making progress and reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I am dreadfully thirsty. You know, I get that if you're just trying to explore a mansion, you probably wouldn't think to bring a weapon with you. But if you're going to an unexplored mansion that no one's come out of before, I'd bring a weapon. Hey buddy, I'm not sure why you didn't really startle me, even though you got me in mid-conversation. Or mid-sentence, I mean. What was I talking about? Alright. Yeah, if you were to go to like some abandoned mansion, bring a weapon. Like just anything. A knife, an axe, a sword. I would say maybe a firearm, but you could run out of ammo with that. But you could also say that if you were to bring something sharp, it would eventually get dull. And if you brought something blunt, it'd eventually break. Or get soft, or you know. A lot of people like to say like, oh, I'll just bring a melee weapon and I'll be able to use it forever. But let's be honest, how many like kitchen knives have you gone through before that get dull to the point where you can't sharpen them anymore, or they just get so dull or bent up or broken you can't use them? Let's not pretend melee weapons are indefinite. Spouting, splashing, soaking, innards, ingest, invoking, nailing never stops the choking. It's Goopy! Goopy Guy! Ah yes, it is prime time for slime. Not really though, I'm not a fan of slime. You guys remember when Nickelodeon was all about slime? I never did like that period of Nickelodeon that did that like all the time. Like, oh, green slime! Oh, everywhere green slime! Let's have a live-action show where we dump slime on people that get questions wrong. Hello, Spider. I never liked that. You know, I never really liked that. Hey, can I get a thumbnail from you? Thanks. But, yeah, I never did like when Nickelodeon did that, like, all the time. But, at the same time, I also kind of miss that era of cartoons. Then again, I miss old cartoons in general. Though, I guess that's just kind of a thing of growing up. New cartoons come out, nobody likes them. I mean, I could definitely say a lot of the newer cartoons are objectively low quality. Like, objectively, they're just not good cartoons. You can't learn good lessons from them anymore. Characters act irrational, or they make up problems that aren't really, that they really shouldn't be making. But I think it wouldn't be so bad if they weren't just reusing old characters over and over and over again. Hello, Cat Doss. It's funny. Looking at this, I feel short. I remember this being lower to the ground. Hello. But, it's just a lot of people wouldn't have as many gripes with, new cartoons nowadays if they just use their own characters. I mean, just reusing old characters is a bit of a loaded situation, I guess you could say. Because, yeah, people will recognize them, but they're going to remember the old show. And if your new show isn't at least somewhat like the old show, people aren't going to be happy. And I mean that in a lot of different ways, you know, not just the way the show goes, but, you know, what kind of show it is and how the characters are treated. It's why a lot of people didn't like Teen Titans Go when that came out. And then Teen Titans Go kept trying to address the criticism thrown at them with poor answers and terrible explanations. Oh boy, that is super bright. I'm so sorry for anyone who gets flashbanged by that. But, alright, not forward. Left. People wouldn't nearly have as many problems with Teen Titans Go if it was its own show with different characters, but the fact that they had to go off the success of the original Teen Titans, people got upset because it wasn't anything like Teen Titans. And then they did the same thing for Thundercats. And if I recall, Thundercats got canceled. The new one. It got canceled, like, really quickly. At least if I remember correctly. But it's also crazy to think about the Teen Titans Go now. Because Teen Titans Go now is still making episodes. I think, at least of this recording. They're still making new episodes. And what's really interesting is the fact that they're still addressing criticism. And I think at this point, a lot of people just want to forget that Teen Titans Go even existed. Ink. Not quite quenching my thirst. Well, unlike you, friend, I have a nice cup of water. Nice water. Taste is terrible. Stains are terrible. I don't think drinking it was a very romantic idea. You know, I wonder... would ink be could you ingest a large amount of ink in order to quench your thirst? Because technically part of the ink has to be water, right? And I don't think there's... well, I don't know, actually. Oh, hello, Goopy Guy. You're a little late. I don't know if there is any adverse effects to ingesting large amounts of ink. I don't think there would be. Is ink toxic to drink in large quantities? Well, it can't be that bad, considering that there's spaghetti out there that uses squid ink to make it, like, black. Have you guys seen that before? Squid ink pasta? I think it's mostly popular in Japan, maybe? I don't know. I remember seeing it from a anime, I believe. But, well, we're at room 100 already. How long have I been recording? Only about 14 minutes. Alright, I guess I'll stop at the next checkpoint then. Make this a little bit longer. At least I'm pretty sure next checkpoint is at 150. But yeah, I guess... or do they use a certain kind of ink that you can't... I don't know about, like, pen ink. Or just ink in general. I think you have to actually cook ink before you can actually eat it. I don't know. I'm not an expert in eating ink. But I would think you'd have to cook it. Then again, I guess it depends on what you're using for ink. Because you can use traditional squid ink, which I'm very certain is the kind of ink they use in pasta. But I don't know like what other kinds of ink are made out of. I know you can't eat lead. The stuff that's like in pencils and stuff, you can't eat that. Well, you can eat a very tiny amount of it and be fine, but like don't eat lead out of a pencil. Just don't. I can't think of any reason except for the taste to eat lead from a pencil, because there's no like I don't think there's any dietary benefits to eating lead. Just don't eat lead. Just don't eat lead. You know, don't eat lead. Unless you're a bad guy and the lead is in the form of a projectile. In which case, eat a quantifiable amount of lead. But only in that situation. Only in that situation. Oh, hey, goofy guy. I like how your mouth opens when you, like, spawn. That's kind of cool looking. Gives you kind of more of an appearance. Like, see it's closed, then he opens it up when he comes after you. That's kind of neat. You know, it kind of makes me wonder if I should go back to the original Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. You know, because I'm playing the HD version. But I don't recall what the old version looks like. I wonder if the old version still uses some monsters that aren't used anymore. Because I know the new version has lots of new monsters that couldn't really work in the old game. I think mostly because they were 3D. Or, actually no, because the old game also still has the DLCs. Problem is, with the old game, you have to buy the DLCs for it, because the old game is free, which I definitely recommend you guys try it sometime. Give the old game a try. It's free, but if you want the DLC, you'll have to pay for it. Oh, hey, it's a lab. But if you buy the HD version, you get all the DLC for free. Though I guess it's not really for free, you're still technically paying for it, just in advance. Oh no, blood! At least I got a keycard. Subject 5 is growing more and more restless. I told Spook we need more funds for sedatives, but she just laughed and flew into the ceiling. Without more chemicals to keep these things docile, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep them here safely. Generic lab assistant. You know, I wonder, did Spooky make him sign his name as generic lab assistant? Or is that his actual, like, name and designation? Oh, I don't remember being able to see so high up into the hole before. Huh. That's kinda neat. Alright, time to activate the monster. I believe Subject 5 is loose. The glass house container is shattered, and I can faintly hear clicking coming from the ceiling. I don't know what will happen now. If it is out and alive, this is probably my last report. The clicking is getting louder now. Hey buddy, you got a lot of legs. Oh, that's locked. Ow, my kidney. I kinda need that. I kinda need my kidney. Don't worry, it'll grow back. See, it grew back already. Haha. I do have to say, I never really did like this specimen. This specimen was always like really forgettable to me. I mean, Goopy Guy was interesting because he's the first one you run into. And he has a gimmick where he slows you down. This guy doesn't really have a gimmick aside from the holes in the ceiling. But they never really come into play unless you stand under them like a dingus. And even then, you just run by him and just... Bye. And the chase is over already. But yeah, like, I don't know, the second specimen, just not that very interesting. Oh, he's back already. Wow, that was fast. He lost interest in me and then immediately started chasing me again a minute later. Do you, sir, perhaps have ADHD? I mean, I don't blame you. I often find myself easily distracted sometimes as well. Or just distracted in general. Sometimes I'll be talking about something will interrupt me for like a moment, and then I'll almost completely forget what I was just talking about, even though I literally just got done talking about it 10 seconds ago. It's very easy for me to switch trains of thought, but switching back to the original one, bit of a lost cause there. Well, we're almost at room 150, which is good because I need a little break. Been kinda talking non-stop this episode. Mostly because I figure at this point you guys have seen everything there is to see in Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. And really the game is just here at this point for commentary reasons. But yeah, constantly talking. A little hard on the throat. But I'm pretty sure the video is long enough now. So, that's gonna do it for this episode. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna play through the main game again. Maybe at some point. I'm not sure if I'll do it immediately. Got a lot of other games I should be playing, to be honest, but they require more setup, and I just wanted to make this video real quick. Like I said, not gonna bother editing it, aside from making a thumbnail. So that's gonna do it for this episode. This has been Red Luster, signing out.